yesterday, the 18th of June. I got rich. Don't tell me nothing. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is Sarah. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video, but then I think this video is going to be helpful to a whole lot of people, so I decided to do this video. So basically, over a year later, I finally got my Google AdSense pin. My story is one of a kind. I don't think I've heard anybody with my own kind of story before, so I'm just here to help anybody out. In case you have a YouTube channel and you're about to get monetized, or you just got monetized, or you plan on starting a YouTube channel, I'm just here to advise you on things you should avoid and ways to make your process faster. Yesterday I received my Google AdSense pin. Today is 19th of June and I received it on the 18th of June. Tell you guys how my whole process was and how I got this. So if you're here to hear how much I collected or that, just leave this video because you're not going to be hearing that. I'm just here to help whoever I think might need help, or anybody that started a YouTube channel or plans on starting a YouTube channel or just got monetized. So yeah, in July of 2019 I passed the 4,000 hours watch time and 1,000 subscribers threshold, all of that. I passed that in July of 2019, but then I didn't get monetized. That was because I had a copyright strike, and when you have a copyright strike, that can stop you from getting monetized. And I created my AdSense account ever since, but then that wasn't active, so that was the one I was using and I didn't know. So I had a video that went viral, but I wasn't monetized, so I had a problem. So I lost all the money from that video. Okay, not all the money, but then all the money for the views I had by that time from that video. My copyright strike didn't expire until November. It didn't expire until November because I think it has to be for 90 days, or I don't know, you guys do the math. But then my copyright strike didn't expire until November. Basically, you get a copyright when you've always been using copyrighted music. And when I started my YouTube channel, I really didn't care because they will tell you, don't worry about it, your video isn't going to be taken down, so don't worry about it. And I was always ignorant, so I kept on using copyrighted music, so that gave me a problem. And then I got one copyright strike, but then my copyright strike expired in November, so I wasn't able to get monetized until November. So yeah, I had to wait July, August, September, October, November for 5 months. So all the videos I was making that time, my videos were doing well. Like I had a lot of videos that were doing well, but then I didn't make any money from them just because I wasn't monetized, because I had a copyright strike. So I'll say, even if you're just starting your YouTube channel, you don't need to use Nigerian music, or even if you use all these songs, don't use them for more than 15 seconds. But then now I think it's less than 15 seconds, because I used the song for less than 15 seconds and I got a copyright. I would say it's better to just not use music. You can find a lot of songs on SoundCloud. What I use personally is Epidemic Sound, and you have to pay, how much? I think it's about $15 monthly. I'm not really sure, but then I use Epidemic Sound. If you use my link, I'm going to leave it in the description box below, you're going to get a month free, and I think you have 1 month free trial or 1 week. I'm not really sure, but then yeah, Epidemic Sound. And you can also use no copyright sound. So I'm just giving that advice because I won't want even my enemy to go through that thing, because you basically see your video getting a lot of views, but then you're not making money from it. A friend of mine helped me with the whole process because she was already monetized and she knew more about YouTube than I did, because like she was already in the monetization space longer than I was. So in November, she helped me set up a new AdSense. So I got a new AdSense and I registered that in China. You have to have an AdSense account for you to be able to make money from YouTube. So she helped me make my AdSense account and set it up, and I think I had to wait for about 2 weeks. Yeah, I waited for about 2 weeks. I had to cancel my old AdSense and open a new one. So I waited for about 2 weeks before everything was sorted out, and then I got monetized. The truth is that this process wasn't very smooth. Like I was just having a lot of problems, a lot of little problems in between. So that was frustrating. So I didn't get monetized until November. I got monetized, I think November 25th. Yeah, I got monetized November 25th, and they won't send out the pin until you reach the sending out pin threshold, which is I think $10. So I reached the pin the next day, and then they sent out my pin within 3 to 5 days. They notified me when they sent out my PIN. So basically they need your PIN to verify your address and verify that you are the one collecting the money and all of that. So they sent out my PIN, and you don't get paid to your AdSense until you reach the threshold of $100. I literally got to the threshold of $100 within 24 hours because that time my channel was doing well. Like my channel was actually doing so well that time. I had a video that was going viral, so like I got monetized at the right time. So I literally got to the threshold of $100 within 24 hours. They can only send you your PIN 3 times, and if you don't receive it after the 3rd time, you verify your account with a document that has both your name and your address on it. December came, I didn't get my PIN. January came, I didn't get my PIN. I had to request for another one. So take note, I was requesting for another one all the times I wasn't getting it. I kept on checking the post office and the international students office because I was in China, but then I didn't get my PIN. And then January came along and coronavirus came. So coronavirus came, so I couldn't even leave my house to go and check or anything. But then I had my friend that was staying in school that was helping me to check for that. So I didn't get it in January. I requested February, it didn't come. March, it didn't come. So by March, I expected that I was going to get the option to put like a document that has both my name and my address, and I used my school address, so I plan to use like my admission letter that I got when I applied for my school. But then they didn't give me that option. Instead, they gave me another option to request for another PIN. I had to request for another PIN in March again. PIN never came. It just never came because things weren't even functioning in the first place. So like I couldn't even get the PIN for February and March. All that went, and then they canceled my AdSense account. Take note, at this point I was still making money. So every money that I was making, like my videos were still, my channel was still monetized. I was still making money from my video. All the money I made in November, December, January, February, March, all of those, they were still going to my AdSense account, but then I couldn't receive the money to my own bank account just because they hadn't verified my address or anything. They verified my identity because they told me to put my passport, but then they hadn't verified my address, so they weren't sure that I was the one that was collecting the money. Then when I came to Nigeria, they cancelled my AdSense account because I hadn't verified it. I was panicking because I thought, oh, maybe I lost all my money. So I opened another AdSense account in April. I opened another AdSense account, but then I registered this one in Nigeria with another bank. Within, I think, about 3 to 4 days, I got to the threshold of $100, and then they sent my PIN to Nigeria, and then like my money from my YouTube went to my AdSense. But then now I had the other money in my China AdSense account, so I couldn't get it. Like I just had that account there, and that account was cancelled. I got to talk to a YouTube representative. She helped me to apply for my money to be transferred from my China AdSense to my Nigerian AdSense. That happened, I think, within 48 hours, and then they transferred the money from my China AdSense to my Nigerian AdSense. I know that YouTube has an office here in Nigeria, but then so in my head I was like, okay, maybe it's going to come almost immediately because I've seen about 2 YouTubers that said their AdSense PIN came in like 2 weeks. So I was excited and everything. April passed and I didn't get my AdSense PIN, and that was when the whole coronavirus thing started in Nigeria again. So it was just crazy. So basically, you know that you have all this money in your AdSense, but then you don't even have in real life, like you can't even get this money. So it was just like, it was really frustrating. Just imagine times when you're broke and you think of that money. Yeah, so that was what was happening to me. May came, and then for some days they relaxed the curfew. I went out, but then for the whole of May the post office was not open because in Nigeria your AdSense PIN goes to the post office. I've never heard of anybody that their AdSense PIN came to their address, honestly. So I went to the post office, I upped my number because they said they hadn't seen it. I dropped my number, and that was at the end of April, before they closed down. So they told me that they were going to call me if they see it. So immediately this lockdown was over, because it's practically over here in my city. So immediately they relaxed the lockdown and everything became normal. I went there, I told them, I was like, oh, so they've sent me 2 pins, because I had to request for another pin again in Nigeria. I was like, oh, they sent me another pin, so like, have you guys seen anyone? They were like, no, they haven't seen it. So they told me to drop my number again. I dropped my number, I collected their number, and I was calling. This was like beginning of June, like first week of June. So I called them about 2 times. They said they hadn't seen my pin, so I just forgot about it. I was like, you know what, whenever it comes, I'm just going to keep praying, and whatever happens happens. So yesterday I was just sitting down. I was honestly thinking of my exam because I had an exam yesterday, I had an exam today, I have an exam on Monday. It's crazy. So I was just thinking of my exam because like I didn't finish. That wasn't really an exam yesterday, it was just like a mock exam. I didn't really finish and it was just very annoying. So I was just thinking of that and I wasn't even trying to have a good day. I was trying to think of my exam for today. And then somebody calls me and he's like, hello, hi Sarah, that paper you said you've been waiting for, I think I've seen something like that though. It has arrived because it has your name and your address on it. And I was like, oh my god. I was just like, okay, no problem, I'm coming. So I went and I received my Google AdSense. So basically, after requesting for my AdSense, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, after requesting for my Google AdSense pin 8 times, so imagine requesting for a pin 8 times. I've waited for this thing for practically 9 months and it never came. See, practically a year because it was since July. Never came. So it finally came yesterday and then I put the pin. So just imagine, I can't show you guys the pin. The pin is somewhere here. I can't show you guys something about something sharp, but I can't show the pin. I'm not allowed to show that pin. So basically my pin finally came and whew, I was really excited. Honestly, I was really excited because you know now, I was really excited. So that's it about how I got my pin. So if I'm going to advise anybody, first of all, don't use copyrighted music for you because it's just going to delay your monetization. You can get a copyright strike like I did. So you guys should learn from my mistake and don't use, if you want to use music of your favorite artist, don't do it. Trust me, don't do it. What I used to do that time, like when I finally realized, is that if I like a song, instead of using the actual song, I'll go online and get the instrumentals of that song and use it instead. So don't do it to save yourself. Put your name, your address and your phone number. Like under your address, just include your phone number there so that when it arrives, like it will be easy for them to contact you. So, yeah, I didn't put my phone number, but then that's something I learned. If you are in China, honestly, I won't advise you because I've heard a lot of people have problems with their AdSense in China, but then I decided to take the risk regardless. So I wouldn't advise you to use your China address. If you have like a Nigerian bank account or you have somebody in Nigeria or whatever country you are that can help you get your money or receive your money, put your country's address. So put your country's address, and yeah, in America and UK it's pretty easy. So yeah, that's the story of how I got my AdSense. I put my bank details ever since, and then they sent out the money yesterday, which is weird because they always send it out on the 21st. So I don't know, they sent out the money yesterday, but then they only sent me money for 6 months. So the remaining money is in my AdSense because like there's a limit to which you can receive money. Like there's a limit, and mine was kind of way past that, so I could only receive for 6 months. And yeah, so that was basically it because I was really scared. I was like, what's the problem? Why they only send me 6 months on? And then I spoke to a representative and she explained it to me, so I could only receive for 6 months. So it might be different in different people's case, but that was just it in my case. If you want to hear how much I made, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong video. I'm not going to be giving you guys that information. Yeah, so I was just very excited, so I decided to share. And I see a lot of videos, like I watch a lot of videos of people talking about when they receive their first YouTube paycheck, and it's just very exciting. So yeah, I decided to share that video with you. So that was my story. And then for the big announcement, drum rolls please. Boom. I am coming out with my own beauty brand. Woo, that's so exciting to see. I'm so happy. I've been working on this. I'm shy, I'm excited. I've been working on this for a year now. Oh my god, it's a year. Yeah, since June last year I've been collecting samples. I vlogged my whole journey. I vlogged my entire experience from June. I don't remember the date, but it was June something. It was June 2019. So I started vlogging that, my samples that I was collecting and everything. And I kind of finalized in October and I started saving. So I've basically been saving for this for like almost a year now. And I was hoping on YouTube, but I didn't have any YouTube money by then. So yeah, so I've been working on this ever since last year, and I just got serious in January, but then coronavirus came and I had to come back home. I was supposed to launch in March 23rd, which was my dad's birthday, but then I had to leave China and I had to come back home. So that kind of put my plans on pause. But then regardless, like when everything started getting back to normal, I went back to my plans and I was working on it and everything. So yeah, that's going to come to life very soon. I'm hoping to launch by July next year. God forbid. I'm hoping to launch by July next month, just because the pandemic is still going on and things won't be really fast. So yeah, that's why I'm saying July next month. I didn't plan for you guys to know this way. Like, I said it on my YouTube one time, but then it's like, take that down. I took it down. I took that post down. I was like, no, I don't need to announce. Like, not a lot of people saw it, so I took that post down and I started working on it and everything started coming to life. But I didn't want to announce like that. And then I told one of my friends and she was so excited and she posted about it, and somehow everybody started finding out about it. Like, my business page was even private, you get, like, I only followed a few people and just a few people knew about it, but then somehow it went out. So yeah, it's no longer a secret. I'm working on my beauty brand and I'm going to be starting with just 2 products for a start. I'm going to be starting with 2 products, but then of course, by God's grace, I'm going to expand and it's going to be big. So please, you guys, to support me. I want to make a series of like my journey, my business journey and everything. Please let me know if you guys want to see that video. I want to vlog everything from me collecting my products, unboxing it, showing you guys how I ship, showing you guys how I package and do everything. If you guys want to see those videos, just let me know because I'm really excited. I watch a lot of those kind of videos and it will be really nice for me to show you guys. And the next video I plan to do is talking about how I started my business even during the pandemic. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. And I plan to also give you guys a lot of advice on how to start a business, because 90% of business owners get their supply and everything from China. I feel like I have knowledge on these things. I feel like I'm a lot of knowledge from this, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so another thing is that I see a lot of entrepreneurs that make videos and talk about how much they got this thing from their vendor in China, and I'm like, these people are cheating you. I really want to help you guys. Since I have the knowledge, like, of course, why wouldn't I want to help other people and not have them cheated? So yeah, I really love to help you guys if you need help. So if you want those kind of videos, let me know. And please support me by following my Instagram page. Follow my Instagram page as Kyola Beauty, and also visit my website kyolabeauty.com. Oh my god, it feels so good to say that. Visit my website and subscribe to my newsletter so that you will know when I launch. So yeah, thank you guys so much for your support so far. I'm so grateful to you guys. Thank you. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.